Hey, what's up, people? Pizzal here, and can we talk about the very, very successful launch of the NES Classic Edition, the Mini NES, the NES Mini that launched today, November 11th, 2016, without a hitch. A perfect launch. Nintendo, as they've always done historically, the supply met the demand. Amazon's website was absolutely flawless in handling the bombardment of traffic from people like myself who were just dying to get their hands on this little tiny morsel of nostalgia. And of course, none of that happened. The launch was a complete catastrophe. Amazon's website was a complete catastrophe. And those who were fortunate enough to get their hands on one of the mini NES consoles, or two or three, or enough to construct a pyramid on their coffee table, have now got them listed on eBay for hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Now let's go back to the beginning. Let's go back to July. Back in July, I posted a video talking about the release of the classic NES system and how excited I was to get my hands on this thing and how nostalgic it made me feel, because I grew up in that era. I had a Nintendo Entertainment System when I was a kid, and I just have such fond memories of playing those games. Like I've said many times before, my thumbs they've yet to recover. I've got Nintendo thumbs. I'll always have Nintendo thumbs. They pop, they crack, they get stiff. Thank you, Nintendo. Yet I was so excited to get my hands on the mini NES, or the NES Mini, as I kept referring to it as. The launch date, November 11th. Today, I got an email just a few days ago from Amazon saying, if you want to purchase this thing, have your butt in front of your computer at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 5 p.m. East Coast Time, my time, because we know there's going to be a big demand. We only have limited quantities, only one per customer. We're disabling the one-click order option, so be there at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and be ready to buy this thing. So 5 p.m. my time today, I'm in front of my computer. I'm on the product page. I'm refreshing that product page. Now, by my clock, it was about 3 or 4 minutes after 5 my time when it actually went live, and you could actually add the product to your cart. So I very excitedly, I click to add that product to my cart. It takes me to a page that says your cart is empty. What? I've never seen this page before. Let me go back. Let me add it to the cart again. Your cart is empty. What's going on here? I go back, add it to my cart. Your cart is empty. What is going on here? I go back to the Amazon main page. I type in NES Classic. I go, there it is. I click on it. Oh, let's add it to the cart. Your cart is empty. I go back, try it again. Your cart is empty. I go back. Now the page won't load. I refresh. The page won't load. I refresh again. The page is clearly down. Now, at this point, I've already accepted the fact, okay, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So I called Amazon customer service. And let me say, I love Amazon.com. I do a ton of shopping on Amazon.com. I'm a Prime member. I think their customer service is second to none. They bend over backwards to make sure that you are happy with your purchases, that there are no problems with your purchases. They have great customer service. Let me just say that. So I called, and the representative that I spoke to, they said, look, we've had a problem with the cart function. People aren't able to add the item to their cart, so we had to remove the product entirely. The product link is gone. Nobody can order these things. So I'm thinking, okay, if nobody can order them because of this issue with Amazon's website adding the product to their cart, maybe there's hope. The rep says, wait 20 minutes. We'll try and have it back up. I wait. And finally, I call customer service again, and I go, I think, is there any way I could purchase this thing over the phone, which I know was a long shot. Of course, that didn't work. And this tech that I spoke to gave me kind of a different story. They said that, our website has just been absolutely bombarded with people trying to order this thing, that the actual product page itself just couldn't handle the traffic, and they've had to remove it. No mention of the adding to your cart issue. It's a complete other issue, and they don't know when they're going to fix it. The guy even said our eggheads are working on it. But I was really disappointed in Amazon, because if it's a website issue, and Amazon admitted on the product page as well as the email that they sent out that they knew that this was a hot product, that people were going to be showing up in droves to try and purchase this thing, and that, they had limited quantity, so you better get there and you better purchase it, and you better purchase it quick. So when I hear that, their website couldn't handle the traffic, even though they knew there was going to be a lot of traffic, if that in fact was the problem and it wasn't an issue with the cart, adding the item to your cart, and then they had to take the item down. I'm not sure which story, or if it's a combination of both, but either way, that to me was unacceptable. You knew that you were going to get bombarded with traffic for this item at this time on this day, and there was no contingency plan. There was no backup plan. That to me is completely unacceptable. And Nintendo has to be blamed too, because, and I'm not a huge Nintendo guy, but even I knew that Nintendo was notorious for creating a huge demand for a product and then purposefully only having that supply not meet the demand even remotely. It's like, hey, we've built a demand for at least 10 million of these things. First run, 10 million. That's the demand that we've created. Let's produce 1,000. So Nintendo is certainly to blame in this as well. And let's, again, I've not been a big Nintendo guy. I could care less about the Wii. I could care less about the Wii U. To me, this was the only product that they've produced in the past few decades that I've actually wanted to get my hands on, that I think a lot of people really want to get their hands on. I heard very little buzz for the Wii U. I've heard even less buzz for this new Nintendo gadget that they're coming out with, this handheld thing that you can do whatever with. I don't care. The buzz was for the NES Classic. So you created this huge demand, and then your supply is nowhere near that demand. Now, granted, they're probably going to produce more and have more out there on the market before Christmas. But, I mean, I don't get it. I don't get creating the demand and not, and having the supply at least not meet the demand. And that creates the scalpers. That creates the guys who somehow through hook or crook have gotten one or many of these things, and now they're going on eBay and they're selling them for insanely inflated prices. And of course, we're getting into the holiday season, and those already insanely inflated prices are becoming even more inflated. Now, I knew before today, before this thing even launched, that the scalping would be off the charts. Now, the one major complaint that I've heard from people about this NES Classic is how short the controller cord is. Only supposed to be like 2.5 feet, very, very short. So I go on Amazon, let me look into getting an extension cord. Oh, here's one. It's unavailable. It's sold out. Here's another one. It's unavailable. It's sold out. Here's another one. It's unavailable, but it's available through a third party, and they want $30 for it. Let's jump on eBay. Here's one for $25. Here's one for $30. Oh, here's one with an extra controller for $300. Not joking. A controller, an extra controller, and they put in the title for NES Classic Edition, extra controller and cord extension, whatever, for $300 or best offer. So I knew at that point the scalping for the NES Classic would be absolutely insane. Now, those of us in the movie community and the horror movie community, we've had to live with that for a very, very long time with limited edition Blu-ray releases where people will go snag up a bunch of them. They go out of print quick, and then you see them on eBay for 2-3 times what they originally sold for. So let's do an experiment. Let's jump on eBay right now and let's see what the NES Classic Edition is going for on eBay. Okay, here we go. NES Classic Edition. Here we go. New listing, $379.99 with the buy it now option. 83 people watching. New Nintendo NES Classic Edition, $3,499 or best offer. But hey, at least they're offering free shipping. It's very big of them. $13,000. $13,000. Here's one. We have the class in $13,000. I've got to look at this. My God, what is 7 people are watching this? Holy God. My God. 13,000. Here's one for $499.99 with a 30-day warranty. Thank you so much. And they've even thrown in an extension cable. How big of them? How big of them? $976.68. Here's one for $1,500. It apparently includes a dog. Why would you put your dog in the picture for a $1,500? God. New and sealed. Lord have mercy. Money will go to help my rescue dog. That's why you've added your poor dog. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Lord have mercy. $1,999, $1,500, $1,500, $3,995, $4,500, $3,999, $3,000, what? Is this a joke? Come on, dude. 2 NES Classic Edition consoles for $30,999.99. And 29 people are watching. Here's one. Oh my God. 5 of them for $20,000. Lord God. Oh my God. $60,000. I will fly it to you same day. You better fly. I mean, you better fly it to my home and personally deliver it to me so that once I get it in my hands, I can for $60,000. This isn't $33,000. I've got to stop. I've got to stop. My faith in God and humanity has been shaken to its core. Hold on. Let me. I've got to. Where's the $60,000 one again? I'm gonna let me read this guy. My God, this person. I will literally get on a plane and fly this device to you same day. The moment this item is purchased, I will book the next flight out of Salt Lake City and hand deliver your brand new system anywhere in the U.S. You want a system same day, I will make it happen. Oh, God. Uh, it would be all. I shouldn't say anything. I shouldn't say anything. Why are people showing receipts? It's like, hey, look, I paid $60 for this, but I'm going to sell it to you for 200. Why would? Why? I have to. I have to stop. I can't take this. I have to stop. So that's what happens when you create an overwhelming demand, but then don't even remotely attempt to meet that demand with supply. Thank you, Nintendo. And when your website crashes, despite the fact that you knew you were going to have a lot of people coming to your website on a specific day at a specific time, and your website crashes because people came on that specific day at that specific time and you just didn't see it coming. I don't know. But what happens at the end of the day ultimately is that we get screwed. And yeah, so uh, I guess there endeth the lesson. Hopefully, there will be Nintendo will produce some more of these things and make them a little more readily available. And if you wanted one, you can get your hands on one and not have to pay $60,000 to let someone. Okay. If you guys had issues getting your hands on one of these NES classics, please let me know in the comment section below. If you were fortunate enough to get your hands on one, please let me know who you killed, who you robbed, who you maimed to get it, or don't, because that would incriminate you. But yeah, what do you guys think of this whole debacle with the NES Classic Edition? Please let me know in the comment section below. If you like the video, please leave it a thumbs up. If you're not following me on social media, those links are in the description. They're also right around here. Thanks so much for watching. As always, I appreciate it. Take care. And until next time, peace. Say hello to the internet, Jeremy.
Hello to the internet.